100% on this webinar. That means if you've got your email open, please close it down. If you're using Instant Messenger or Skype, close it down Facebook, turn off your cell phone. Whatever you need to do to make sure you're focusing 100% on this webinar, because we're going to be covering some stuff that will literally change your business forever. It's going to happen over and over again. I'm excited to have it happen for you guys right now. One kind of warning, I speak really, really fast, and the more excited I get, the faster I talk. So make sure you're paying attention. Get out a pad of paper and a pencil and start taking notes. I'm going to try to talk as slow as I can. But what I got to share with you guys is so exciting, so groundbreaking. I'm sure I'm going to get excited and probably go fast a couple times. So I apologize in advance for that. Okay, with that, I'm ready to get started. Make sure you guys are ready as well. Again, the topic of this presentation is called How to Get 100 Customers in 100 Days. My name is Russell Brunson. I'm so excited to be here with you guys today. Now, during this presentation, you're going to discover some really cool things. The first thing you're going to discover is a very simple system to help you get 100 new customers in 100 days on the internet. Now, this is typically more for offline businesses. If you know anything about my past, you know that we spend a lot of time helping online businesses either get started or really take their business to the next level. But this presentation is more focused on like the small business owners, people that are running companies in our local area, because a lot of times people don't talk about business online and how it relates to you. So that's what this focus is really on: how to get an offline business to use the internet to get 100 new customers in the next 100 days. And that's one of the major things we're going to be covering during this webinar. The next thing is I'm going to show you a couple of real-life case studies of how we've actually done this. We've done it over and over and over again, week in and week out. We do it for companies here in Boise, Idaho, but we're also doing it for companies all around the world. We have local consultants in almost every city in the world right now who are doing this and seeing the exact same results you're going to have a chance to see as well. So here's a couple of the results we're getting here in Boise, Idaho. We helped a Mexican restaurant get 1,528 new customers in under 100 days. We helped a massage clinic get 639 new customers in under 100 days. We helped the bowling alley get 382 new customers. We have a lot of other case studies just like this. Some of them are even more exciting than this, and more that we're going to be sharing with you over the next probably 45 minutes or so during this presentation. Now, the other thing we're going to learn is how you can get these exact same results without having to become an internet marketing expert. I know a lot of you guys, you're the technician in your business, and you love doing what you do, and you don't really want to go and learn internet marketing and learn all these type of things, and that's okay. As the entrepreneur in your business, it's important for you to kind of get an understanding of how these things work. Then I'm going to show you how to get all these things done for you, so you don't have to even think about them. You can focus on what you do best and be able to make more money in your business. Plus, we're going to be covering a whole bunch more. So hopefully you guys are excited for this ride. I'm excited to be sharing these things with you. I want you to know that I really feel like I love your business, and I care about your business as much, if not more, than you do. You may say, hey, Russell, you don't even know who I am. You have no idea what my business is, and that's okay, because my passion for the last 10 years has been to go out there and help business owners like you use the internet, not just to grow a little bit, but to have dramatic, huge shifts in your business literally overnight. And that's what I want to focus on, because I believe so much in whatever product, whatever service you have. I know that it can change people's lives, and because of that, that's why I'm so passionate about this. I have a friend who's a chiropractor. I'll probably share some stories about him throughout this presentation. But I always tell him, I'm like, I love your customers more than you do. I want you to get more of them because I'm so passionate about this, and I know that you're helping people. I know you're changing lives. So if nothing else, know that I believe in you. I believe in your business, and I want you to be more successful than you are right now, because I know it's going to change people's lives. Now, one thing I want to share is one of my favorite quotes. This is from Winston Churchill, and he said, "To every man there comes that special moment when he will be figuratively tapped on the shoulder and offered the chance to do a special thing that's unique to him. What a tragedy if that moment finds him unprepared or unqualified for that work which could have been his finest hour." And that's really one of the reasons why you guys are on this webinar. Again, I know that all you guys believe that you have a product or service that can change people's lives. But what a tragedy if you have that service and the people that need it can't find out about it. Okay? You could literally change someone's life, but because they can't find out about your message, they have no idea even know what you do. That really is a tragedy. So my goal, my mission from this webinar, but also my entire business as a whole, is to help give you the tools and the strategies and the techniques you need to be able to get your message out to everybody, so that there's no customer out there that you could affect and you don't have the ability to reach those people. And I want to share with you one company's finest hour, and this will probably help illustrate why I'm so passionate about business and why I'm so passionate about helping you with your business. This is a company called Idaho Reproductive Center. They're here in Boise, Idaho, where I'm from. And it's kind of funny. the backstory behind this is my wife and I, we just got married, and it was about 2 years into our marriage, we decided we wanted to start a family. And so we went through the process to try to start a family, and nothing happened. So after about 6 months or so, we went to the doctor and we said, hey, we've been trying, nothing's happening, what do we need to do? So they ran a couple of tests, they tried some things out, and they came back and said, nothing looks wrong, go back and try again, and 6 months come back and see if anything's changed. We went back home, we tried a bunch more times, nothing happened. Came back 6 months later, they did some more tests, nothing was wrong, we sent back. We went back and forth on this process for about 2 years. But for any of you guys who've been through this kind of a struggle, you know the pain that's associated with it. Okay, all of our friends were getting pregnant. All of our family members were getting pregnant. Everyone that we saw seemed like they were getting pregnant. And at what should have been like the most exciting time for our friends' lives, we had this kind of resentment because it was like, man, why is it happening to them? Why can't it happen to us? It was such a frustrating and hard thing. One day I remember I went to the office, I was going to work, and my wife was at home, and she was watching an episode of Oprah, and it kind of made me laugh because, every time she watches Oprah, she gets excited, she'll call me sometimes, and she called me this day, and there's a different kind of excitement in her voice. She was so excited about something, and she started telling me, she said, Russell, I'm watching Oprah right now, and you're never going to believe they have this guy that runs a fertility clinic on the show. I said, oh, that's interesting, how does that work? She said, and she kind of explained how it works. She said, what's exciting is this guy is actually in Boise, Idaho, where we live. He runs this company called Idaho Reproductive Center. I said, are you serious? Like, right in our back door, there's this company that does this. And we were so excited, so she went online, found their website, called them up. Next day, we went in there for our appointment, and they kind of explained how the whole thing worked. They gave us some pills and some shots. We went home and we started trying to get pregnant with their method. So we went through the first 30 days, went back in, and they test you to see if you're pregnant. We got really excited, our hopes up, and we did a test, and nothing happened. And as you can imagine, there the frustration sets in again. Now we can't even do it with fertility clinic helping us. Really kind of a low part in our life. They said, we got to try this again, so we're going to do another month. We got the pills, we got the shots, everything. Went through the process again. 30 days later, came back again, and guess what? Yeah, you're right, nothing happened again. And this is, again, you get getting deeper in kind of that frustrating, depressing zone and time in our life. And they said, we need to try one more time, let's go back one more time. We tried the third month. The third month we went in, we did the shots, did the drugs, did everything. Came back in 30 days later, they did the test, and we went back home. I remember it was kind of funny. We went back home, and we were sitting there waiting for the results. And my wife had walked outside, and the phone rang. I picked up the phone, and it was the nurse on the phone. She said, Russell, congratulations, you guys are pregnant. And I remember I started crying. And then a minute later, I hung up the phone, and my wife walks in the door, and she said, what's the matter? And I said, the nurse just called, and we're pregnant. And my wife grabbed me, gave me a hug, and she was bawling her eyes out. I was bawling my eyes out. It was the most amazing experience in my entire life. We then went in a couple weeks later to get kind of an ultrasound to make sure everything was okay with the baby. And the ultrasound came. Here's an actual picture of the ultrasound. We found out that we weren't just pregnant with one baby, but we were pregnant with 2 babies. Now, for us, their service they provided literally changed the course of our life forever. My life will never be the same because of Idaho Reproductive Center. Now, for them, it wasn't even that big of a deal. You walk into their offices and their walls are lined with picture after picture of all the thousands of people they've helped to get pregnant. For them, they're just doing their job. But for me, it literally changed my life forever. Now, I don't know what it is you do. I don't know what your passion is, what your talent, what your service, your product is. But I know that if you get that product in other people's hands, it will change their lives just like I believe Reproductive Center changed my life. And that's why I'm passionate about business, because, you guys you have these skills, you have these things. If I can bring my talent, my abilities to help you get your message out to more people, then I've won and you've won and your customers have won. And that's why I'm so passionate about business, really because of this. So that's the goal, is to change people's lives. We're going to help you change 100 people's lives in the next 100 days, and you guys will see some really cool results. Now, I want to show you kind of some pictures now. This is my family. After the fertility drugs kicked in, it turns out we were really good at having babies. So you can see the twins in the back, the twin boys. On the left, that's Bowen. He was actually baby B in that picture. And then twin A is Dallin. He's on the right-hand side there, smiling between his mom and me. Those are our 2 twin boys. Almost 18 months later to the day, we had our daughter, Ellie. Those of you who are on fertility, surprise round 2 is usually a lot easier. So surprise, Ellie's kind of our surprise. That's Ellie, and then we have our youngest son, who's named Aiden. He actually just turned a year old, so this picture's a little bit old. There's my beautiful wife, Colette, and this is kind of our family And again, we owe kind of the beginnings and the fruits of this to a company here in Idaho who probably, again, doesn't even know the impact they had on our lives. So that's me, that's my family. So really quick, I want to mention who I am. So I want to make sure you know that I'm not just some guy teaching, but I actually know what I'm talking about. I'm the CEO and founder of a company called .com Secrets. We're based out of Boise, Idaho, but we have branches all around the world in almost every single country in the world right now. Our company generates well over 8 figures a year, and we generate hundreds of thousands of leads every single year online for our business, as well as a lot of our clients' businesses. That number's probably closer to 1 million leads a year, but I don't have the exact stats. I don't want to share numbers that I don't know the exact stats on. I'm an international speaker and consultant. I've had a chance to speak all around the world. I've been in Dubai and Fiji, different places around the world, teaching these same concepts. You guys have a chance to learn for free today. And I'm very, as you can tell, I'm very passionate about them. I'm very excited about these things that how they change business owners' lives. I've been called the leading authority on helping offline businesses to quickly generate over 100 customers in just 100 days. But what I'm most proud of isn't all those type of things. Okay, I hate talking about myself, but I like to, I need to do that just so you guys know that I know what I'm talking about. I'm not just some made up guru. What I'm most proud of is one of our students actually coined me the overnight success maker. We've had the ability to work with thousands and thousands of entrepreneurs all around the world, and our systems work not just with helping businesses, but helping them work really, really quickly. That's why they kind of coined the term that I'm the overnight success maker. This is a picture of me speaking at Dan Kennedy's event. I was the keynote speaker for over 1,200 entrepreneurs in almost every industry you can imagine. Industries I'd never even heard of that were here. And I actually had a chance to speak 4 times on their stage, spent over 6 hours on stage teaching these same internet marketing principles to all these business owners. It's been amazing watching what happened since that to these business owners. Business owners, the people who came in and said, internet won't work in my business. These strategies don't work in my business. And now you look 2 or 3 months later, and they come back and they're believers. They've seen the results. They've seen the customers. They've seen the increased money. And that's why I'm so passionate about this, because I can take a couple of these strategies that aren't that difficult to understand. When you understand them, you can apply them to your business, and literally overnight, you can see the change. You can see the massive shifts in your business, and you can start making way more money, have way more customers, and change more people's lives. This is a picture of me. I actually had a chance to speak at Tony Robbins' Business Mastery event. If you don't know who Tony Robbins is, he had a show on NBC. He's the #1 personal development guru in the world. He's been running infomercials for 30 years. You've probably seen him. He was on Shallow Hal, the movie. He was named as one of the top 50 business minds of all time. And he wrote a program called Business Mastery, where business owners from all around the world fly out to Fiji and get a chance to stay at his personal resort and learn business for payment from his staff of trained people. And I had a chance to come and actually speak as the internet marketing expert, and teach internet marketing to this team of business owners from all around the world. It was fun. Again, this is a neat, unique event because we had business owners from China, from New Zealand, and from just all sorts of places with businesses that, frankly, I had no idea what they even did. But these same strategies I'm showing you will work in any business and will work in your business, just like it did for these guys. Here's a picture of me. I actually had a chance to we raised a bunch of money for Richard Branson's charity. If you know Richard Branson, he's the owner of Virgin Airlines, Virgin Mobile, the whole Virgin brand. He's a billionaire. He had a TV show called The Rebel Billionaire. We raised a whole bunch of money for his charity. And this is actually a picture of me on stage at his event when he awarded our company with our very own airplanes. Here's a picture of it. .com Secrets Air. So if you guys ever have a chance to fly Virgin Airlines, look on the side of the plane and see if you can see .com Secrets Air. If you do, that's our airplane, our company's airplane. I've yet to actually have a chance to fly on it. Hoping someday to be in the airport where I have a chance to fly on it. But this is .com Secrets Air, and this is our company airplane. It's kind of exciting thing that we've done as well as a company. Now, I'm sure you're saying, okay, Russell, that's all really, really cool, but why should I care? Why should I care about all the cool stuff you've done and your business has done? I care about my business. What can you do for me? And so the reason why you should care, and this is a strategy I actually learned from one of my early mentors, he called it his bags of cash rule. And he said, when you go out there and you want to learn something, he's like, you want to find a guy who's got a bigger bag of cash than you do, and you want to follow exactly what he says. So you don't go out there and hire a consultant who's making less money than you. Don't go hire someone who's getting less leads. You find the guy who's got the biggest bag of cash and follow that guy around because he knows what he's doing. And I've always made that same thing in my life. When I hired my first financial person, I wanted to make sure they're making more money than me. Otherwise, why would I trust them with my money? Same thing here is I want to make sure you guys know that I know what I'm doing. This is not my first rodeo. I've been doing this for a long time. I've had success in multiple industries all around the world. I don't care what business you're in. We can make this stuff work for you as well. And again, this is the bags of cash rule. You look at the other gurus, look at other people out there trying to sell you services or trying to teach you stuff. Follow the bags of cash rule. Find out people with the biggest bags of cash and follow them. Okay, now we got all that stuff out of the way. Now let's get on to really helping to affect your business and how to change your business. One other warning really quick. I want you to make sure you are be aware of the fake internet marketing guru out there. It's kind of a funny story. I've heard I'm sure you've heard the quote, you can never be a prophet in your own hometown. I've been doing this for 10 years for small businesses. My dad actually owns a small business. He owns an insurance agency. And he called me one day and said, hey, these guys called me on the phone. They want to get me on page number one on Google. What do you think? And I just kind of laughed and said, Dad, you know what I do for a living, right? You know that I have people spend millions of dollars flying around the world and teaching these concepts. Some guy calls you on the phone and you want to go and do what he teaches you how to do. It's kind of made me laugh. But I said, well, what are they doing? He said, well, they're selling me, they'll give me ranked for this keyword for only $20 and things like that. And there's so many scams out there. And I could pick apart and show you the scams. I can show you how they pick obscure keywords that no one's ever searching for that are very easy to rank you for, and they'll charge you for that. Or I can show you how they'll hire, they'll sign you up and then they'll go and they'll outsource all their work to people, third world countries in the Philippines or India, and places like that, and they pay people $1 an hour to do all this work for you, as opposed to using real legitimate businesses like we have to actually build the internet marketing and build the rankings and results and things like that. So I want to make sure, just be aware of that, because there are so many people out there. I'm sure that whoever contacted you about this webinar, it wasn't the first time you've heard about internet marketing, but the difference is we are a real company. We've got offices, we've got employees, we're real just like you, and we understand what goes into actually having and running a real company. The next thing is I want to have you guys make one promise. Again, I'm giving you as much information and stuff for free today. My only request for you is that you promise to pay it forward. Okay, at the end of this webinar, I'm not going to be selling you anything. I'm not going to be charging you dimes. This is all free information. My goal, if you guys have seen the movie Pay It Forward, it's a really good movie, but it talks about the concept of go out there and help 3 other people that can't help themselves, and instead of having them pay you back for it, go out there and pay it forward. Go and help 3 other people that can't help you, and if you do that, look at how quickly the world can change. Really, for me, it's the same kind of thing. Again, I'm not asking you for a penny on this webinar. It's not my goal. My goal is to give you as much information as possible. Go out there and find your 100 customers, change their lives, and if you've done that, we've all made the world a better place. Your customers are happier, you're happier because you make more money, I'm happier because it's kind of helped fulfill some of my missions to help really bring as many people their messages out to the world as possible. So that's kind of my goal for you guys. Promise me that you'll take this information. Don't just sit on it. Don't be like people who listen to stuff, say that's a good idea, or I already heard that before, and don't do anything. Take these concepts, apply them to your business, and have success and see results. If you do that, then you'll have kind of paid it forward back to me as well. Okay? All right. So a couple months back, about a year ago actually, like I said before, we were focusing a lot on online businesses. How can we take an online business and either, as a startup, or take an online business and grow it? And about a year ago, we started shifting our focus, saying, how can we take all these principles we're using online, and how can we affect offline businesses with them? What kind of things can we do? So we came down and we said in our company, let's make a challenge. Let's see if we can create a 100-day challenge where we can get 100 customers in 100 days and use these same systems to help other companies. Online getting 100 customers for us is not difficult. We can do that in a day. We can do it every single day. But can I duplicate these results for an offline business? That was kind of our initial test with this challenge. We went out there. One of the first companies we did it for was a company called Costa Vida. They're a Mexican restaurant here in Boise. We were able to get them 1,528 new customers in under 100 days. In fact, it was well under 100 days. But I'm not going to tell you how many days, because I don't want people to think that it's too good to be true. But it was under 100 days. We got them over 1,500 new customers. This massage company got them 639 customers, again, well under 100 days. This is a bowling alley, got 382 customers in under 100 days. Good House Clean got them 131 new customers. For them, we could have gotten a lot more, but they can only handle 131 new customers. Bounce, this is like one of those big bounce house companies. You go in there with a party and you jump on the bounce house and stuff like that. We have them 824 new customers very, very quickly. And what's happening right now in Boise, Idaho, in our local market, we're doing this 2 or 3 times a week, every single week, consistently with companies in as many different verticals as you can think about. But what's even more exciting for me is we have local internet marketing advisors all around the world that work with .com Secrets. They're certified by us. They're doing the same 100-day challenge with their businesses, and they're seeing it happen in literally every company around the world, these exact same kind of results. Okay? Now, what's exciting is that we're getting lots of happy clients and friends, and my question for you is, are you going to be next? Are you going to be next one of our case studies to take on this challenge and try to get 100 customers in the next 100 days? Hopefully you're willing to step up to that challenge because I want you guys to be one of our next success stories. Okay, if it worked for them, now it's going to work for you and you apply these 7 secrets we're going to go through right now. Okay, so again, this is the part you got your pad of paper, your pencil, you got 7 secrets we're going to cover. When you learn these secrets, we call them the .com secrets. These secrets are going to literally give you the catapult you need to get 100 customers in the next 100 days. Okay, secret number 1. I call this your moral obligation. I learned this originally from one of my mentors. His name is Jay Abraham. He said that if you truly believe that what you have is useful and valuable to your clients, you have a moral obligation to try to serve them in every way possible. Notice he didn't say, if you truly believe what you have is useful and valuable, you should try to advertise your services and sell some people what you have to offer. Okay? The words he used were very, very strong. He said you have a moral obligation. But for me, hopefully in the last 20, 15, 20 minutes you've been on this webinar so far, you've seen the passion that I have in my business. Okay, I honestly feel like I go to sleep at night thinking that I have a moral obligation to try to help you to get your message out to as many people as possible. That's really how much emphasis I put on this. Okay, if you look at the way I market very aggressively because it's not just a hobby for me. It's not just some goofy little thing. This is my business. This is my mission in life. I have a moral obligation to try to serve you guys in any way possible. I want you guys really get in that mindset as well with your customers. It's not just, I have this business and I'm trying to make some money, but I have a moral obligation to serve my customers in every way possible. When you get to that kind of a mindset, you're going to see a whole different shift in your business. Okay? Now again, this first secret is more of a strategy, not so much a tactic, but it's the mindset you need to have going into this. If you have this kind of a mindset, there's not going to be anything that can keep you from hitting the goals you want to be able to hit in your business. Okay? So that's secret number 1. Secret number 2 now is a little more tactical. Secret number 2 is you need to create an irresistible offer. Now you look right now, the company that's kind of been on the forefront of this that I've seen do it better than anyone else in the world is a company called Groupon. I'm sure you guys have heard of Groupon. Right now they're the fastest growing website in the history of the world. In fact, it's right here in Forbes. It's the fastest growing company ever. If you look at some of their stocks, there's some controversy now on their numbers and their metrics and stuff, but regardless, if you look at the growth they've developed in this industry, they're the best in the world. What they do is every single day is they pick a company to feature and they create an irresistible offer with that company. For example, it might be, let's say it's like laser hair removal. I'm kind of picture of a laser hair removal. Let's say they say something you would normally sell for $750, let's sell it for $99. And they put up on the website and they do a one-day special offer. And during that one day, they might sell 100 or 1,000 or 5,000 or 10,000 or more of these gift cards into the company. What they used to do is they create an irresistible offer. When Groupon first started, they launched in Chicago and they did this, and they started getting insane amounts of customers from these businesses. And they went and they opened multiple markets, multiple cities, and kept growing. And now they're pretty much in every city around the world. And every day they're featuring an irresistible offer for a business. Now, say what you want about Groupon. I've heard good things said, bad things said about them, but they're one of the best companies in the world. They're watching how to create an irresistible offer. Okay, this is one of the key, most important things in your business. Now, an irresistible offer, if you create it correctly, it will literally catapult the rest of your business forever. Probably the best case study of an irresistible offer that's ever been created out there is the story of Domino's Pizza. I'm sure you guys have heard the story, but if not, I want to kind of share it with you again. Domino's was originally a little restaurant called Dominic's. These two brothers, they went and bought the restaurant. They tried to run it. They didn't have very much success with it. They really struggled with it. One of the brothers actually sold back his half of the Dominic's for like I think it was a Volkswagen Bug or something crazy like that. And it was the brother owned this thing. They changed the name to Domino's. They tried to figure out how can we expand this business. Now, if you're looking at the pizza business, this is by far the most hyper-competitive industry in all of the restaurant world. If you look at the yellow pages and you look at the restaurant section, there's every restaurant in the world are in the restaurant section except for pizza. Pizza has its own section in the phone book just for pizza because there's so many competitors in that industry. So it's by far the most aggressive, most difficult industry out there. They came in as a no-name company. They were going against all the other pizza places, including Pizza Hut, who was the number one pizza place in the world at the time. And they came in and they created an irresistible offer. Now, if you remember the irresistible offer, it was very simple. It was hot, fresh pizza in 30 minutes hot and fresh, or it's free. That was the irresistible offer. At first we say that's not a big deal. But at the time, people were used to having slow delivery. The delivery get there wasn't hot, all these type of things. And it was an irresistible offer to literally change the way that business was done forever. Domino's went from being an unknown pizza place to becoming the largest chain in the world, beating out even Pizza Hut because of their irresistible offer. Now, the reason why Domino's is not still number one and Pizza Hut is number one again is because a few years back, a bunch of the drivers were racing to get to people's house on time and actually hit a couple people. Those people got injured and actually died, and lawsuits came, and Domino's had to get rid of their irresistible offer. When they got rid of their irresistible offer, guess what happened? Boom, their company started declining. Okay? When you have an irresistible offer, that is literally the catalyst of any business. So the first thing we need to do is we need to create an irresistible offer for your company. Okay, this is something so we get somebody in the front door. One great example, look on the right-hand side here. This is kind of an ugly ad, but this ad right here took a one-man shop. It was one guy mowing the lawn, going door to door, and exploded his business literally overnight. He looked at all the other lawn mowing companies and what was their irresistible offer. It was usually, give us a call and we'll come and give you a free quote on mowing your lawn. That was the offer everyone was giving. In fact, how can I make this an irresistible offer? It's so good that everyone will have to take advantage of it. He said, what if we mow at people's lawns for free? He said, instead of charging, we'll mow their lawn for free. And after we mow their lawn, if we do a good job, they'll probably want us to keep mowing their lawns. So he said, okay, we're going to give away a free lawn mowing. So he put up this ad that basically said free lawn mowing. They ran it on Craigslist, they ran it on other sites, they ran it all over the place. And what happened was interesting is you looked at all the noise out there, all the different lawn mowing companies competing for your attention. If you looked at it, you saw free consultation, free quote, free boom, 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 and also you saw free lawn mowing. And naturally, everyone started gravitating to that offer because it was an irresistible offer. And this one little one-man lawn mowing shop with one little hand mower blew up and became a huge company here in Boise that's limited just by their resources to keep growing it. They get more leads than they can handle right now. In fact, they broke out a lot of these leads over to other lawn mowing companies because they get so many of them. Okay? That is the power of an irresistible offer. That's what you need to create in your business. But it's very important when you create your irresistible offer, make sure something is very focused on your customer, not on you. Too often you look at advertising out there and the irresistible offer is, we've been around since 1914. We're down on the corner of Main Street and Broadway, or whatever the ads are. They're focusing on them, as opposed to focusing on the customer, the customer, the customer. So make sure that your offer is focusing on the customer. Again, if you're confused about how to create an offer, go to Groupon.com and start looking at all the offers they're running in all these different cities. And you're going to see which offers are irresistible. The ones that have 100 or 1,000 or 5,000 sales in a day are irresistible offers. The ones that only make 1 or 2 sales in a day, they're not irresistible offers. So figure out how can you create an irresistible offer in your business. Now with the lawn mowing, this is going to lead me to secret number 3, but what's interesting is they come and they mow the person's lawn for free, and while the person's out mowing the lawn, they look around and start looking at all the other things that are happening in that person's yard. They notice, hey, your grass is dry over here because your sprinklers aren't working. Or hey, there's a lot of weeds over here. Or hey, this and that. Not thinking they're mowing the person's lawn, they then come back from afterwards and say, hey, I was mowing your lawn, I noticed that your sprinklers is broken. If you want, I can have a team come out and fix that. And I noticed that you need to fertilize your lawn. And I noticed, this and this and this. And they started upselling all these other services, and that's where they started making a lot of money as a company. Not in just mowing lawns, but in all the other services they sold on the back end. So that leads me to secret number 3, which is called your value add. Now, let me kind of tell you a funny story about my life so that you will see the power in a value add. You kind of just saw it in the lawn mowing company. This is a company here in Boise called Willow Creek Dental. They have a great coupon they have, which is $1 new patient exam. So for $1, they come in, they give you a consult, they do an exam, they do x-rays, you pay $1, you come in your first time. So my wife and I said, hey, that sounds great, let's go in and get our teeth, get our teeth done. So we go in there, we do a consultation, they look at our teeth, they do the cleaning, that type of thing. And I'm in there, and while he's cleaning my teeth, he's doing everything else, and he says, hey, Russell, just curious, did you used to wear a retainer? Did you used to wear braces? I said, well yeah. How come? He said, well, I can tell because your teeth are kind of starting to shift again. I said, are you serious? My teeth are shifting? He said, yeah, they're starting to shift again. I just noticed that, so I wanted to see if you used to wear braces. I said, well, yeah, I did, but I don't want my teeth to shift back again. Is there anything I could do? He said, well, yeah, if you want, we can create a retainer for you, and then at night you can wear this retainer, and it'll keep your teeth in spots, so they don't start shifting. I said, oh, thank heavens, yes, please build me that retainer. I don't care how much it costs to build it. I don't remember the exact price. It was like $2,000 or $3,000 to build me this retainer. And then he's doing my teeth some more else. He said, hey, Russell, I'm just curious, are you a smoker or do you drink coffee? I said, well, no, I don't smoke or drink coffee. I said, why did you ask that? I said, well, your teeth are kind of yellow. I was just curious if you smoke or drink coffee. So usually that's why people have yellow teeth. I said, my teeth are yellow. Are you kidding me? And he said, well, yeah, they're kind of yellow. I said, oh my gosh, well, what can we do about this? He said, well, if you want, I can create a teeth whitening kit where we'll make these molds for you. You put this stuff in, and it'll whiten the teeth and make them white. I said, oh yes, please, whatever it takes, make sure, let's do that. I don't want yellow teeth, it's whiten my teeth. So he built me the whitening kit and billed me another $2,000 or $3,000 for the whitening kit. So basically what happens, I went in for my new patient exam, and I left with $3,000 to $5,000 in bills. But guess what? Was I upset? Was I angry? No, because I received value because of what happened. Well, that's a great story. The sad thing for me is my wife went in the next day for her $1 trial, and she ended up leaving also with retainers and a whitening tray. So we ended up spending, I don't know, close to $10,000 from our free trial. But we didn't care because we received value in the value ladder. So let me explain to you how a value ladder works. This is a value ladder for a dentist. But again, I don't care what business you're in. I want you to build out this value ladder for your company. You look on the left-hand axis here is the price point, and on the bottom one is the perceived value. So the more perceived value someone receives, the more money you can charge for it. So for a dentist, they come in and they have something that's a very low price point, low perceived value to get me in the front door. Okay, free teeth cleaning. Come in and we'll do a free teeth cleaning. That's my irresistible offer. Okay, for the lawn mowing company, it was free lawn mowing. For your company, I don't know what it's going to be, but you need to create what's the bottom of your value ladder. The thing that is going to be free or really cheap. And perceived value is not that high, but it's a great offer. It's irresistible to pull them in. Then, as soon as they come in, now you want to give them value. They receive value from that very first thing you gave them, from the lawn mower, from the teeth cleaning. They receive value. They're going to naturally want more. So the dentist, they can then send people up their value ladder. They can offer them 2 times a year to actually have them come in and clean their teeth. They can offer them teeth whitening. They can offer them retainers. They can pay for cavities. All these other things they can start charging people for because they gave value at the very beginning. Okay? This is how you build a business. The problem, if you look at Groupon, the people that are running offers on Groupon and complaining about afterwards, because they sell an irresistible offer, they get 1,000 new customers in, but then they don't have any value ladder, any way to actually make money off those customers. Okay, now as business owners, we need to look at our business and say, okay, someone comes in, they bought our thing, they took advantage of our irresistible offer. Where am I taking them now? What's the next thing they need to purchase? How can I give this person more value? Okay, I want to share with you a story. I gave my friend, that's a chiropractor. We were trying to build out his value ladder, and it really struggled with it because his offer was his core service was basically adjusting people. Okay? The adjustment, the $40 adjustment or whatever it is, and that was kind of the thing he was doing. He was trying to create offers, and the problem is that a chiropractic adjustment is not a very attractive offer. It's not a very good irresistible offer. Okay, it was hard to get people to respond to, hey, come in and we'll do a free adjustment. It was hard to get people to respond to that. So look at his value ladder and I kind of said, well, the adjustment, I probably put that more in like the middle of the value ladder. You know, it's not really super exciting. It's harder to sell. And so what's something we can sell prior to that is to get someone to come into your business and come into your value ladder. He said, well, I've got a masseuse that works in my clinic with me. We could give away a free massage. And when they come in for a free massage, the masseuse can give them a massage, and afterwards I can come in and give them a free adjustment, and now we've got them in the front of our value ladder. So that's a great idea. So they create these offers that are basically a free massage, or a massage for $10. It's really cheap, discounted massage to get someone in the front door. They bring someone in the front door, the masseuse massage them, and basically massage the masseuse says, hey, I can feel your spine's out of alignment here. I can tell this and that. Would you like me to have Dr. So-and-so come in afterwards and adjust you? And of course, the person will go, well, yeah, I'm here. Might as well have the doctor come in and adjust him. The doctor will come in, adjust him, and say, hey, you know, here's the timing and put you on for your adjustments. Okay, so now becomes the middle of the person's value ladder. Okay, so a very good front end, the middle of the value ladder. And the next thing I went back to my chiropractor and I said, you know, you went to chiropractic school for a lot of years, you get your degree, and I said, you know, is there other things that you learned besides just the adjustment that you can give to your clients that will actually give them value that they'll pay you for? They said, well, yeah, there's this and this and this and all these other things we can do to provide value to our customers. I said, why don't you ever sell those things? Why don't you offer them to people? Okay, if you offer more value, it's not a sales pitch, but people, if you offer legitimate value and they receive value at one point in the value ladder, they will naturally want to send up to the higher levels. They said, yeah, we can do this, we do these wellness packages and this and that. We started creating these wellness coaches and things like that. And now what happens is someone comes to their business for the free massage or the discounted massage. They get on the adjustment plan in the middle of the value ladder, and they upsell them now to health and wellness plans at the top of the value ladder for $2,000. Now he has a good business because he's got all the monetization points he needs. So for you and your business, you need to develop your value ladder. So what's the irresistible offer you're bringing them in on the front? What's the middle thing? What's the thing up the top? Okay, these are the key points you need when you're building out your business. All right, so that's the third secret, value ladder. Now the fourth secret is what we like to call your lead generation website. I got kind of a funny story about this. A couple months ago, I was talking to my friend, who's a dentist, And I kind of keep a secret in my personal circles that what I do, because I don't like everyone asking me to work for them and things like that. So we said, basically, hey Russell, what do you do for a living? I know you do some internet thing, but what exactly do you do? And I said, well, we help businesses get their businesses online and generate leads, and customers make a lot of money online. I said, well, I'm a dentist. I'd love to do that. What do I need to do? And I said, well, let me look at your website. So I pulled up his website, and you could tell he paid a lot of money for it, probably $5,000 to $10,000. It's a nice design for it, and the site looked beautiful. It looked like a brochure. It had everything you could possibly dream about in a brochure website. Everything that I'm sure most designers would sell someone on. And it looked great. I said, okay, how many leads are you getting from your website? He said, well, none. I said, how many customers are you getting? How much money is your website making you? He said, well, nothing at all. I said, okay, your website here is beautiful, but I'm like, if I can help you in your business, I'm going to design a site for you that's not going to look as beautiful as this, but it's going to generate customers and make you a lot of money. And I said, what's more important to you? Do you want a pretty website or a site that makes you money? And it was kind of funny because he actually, surprisingly to me, I thought it was a loaded question. You have to answer the right way. He actually came back and said, well, for me, it's probably more important to have a pretty looking website. And I kind of laughed and said, well, I'm not any use to you then. But then after we joked about it, I went back and said, look, you can keep your beautiful website you spend all the money with. You show it to clients, that's very important. But if you want to grow your business online, if you want to get 100 customers in the next 100 days, you need a website that's focused on and created for lead generation. Okay? It doesn't have to be on your core website. You can have, Russell Brunson Dental, or whatever your main website, be your beautiful website. But you need to create a lead generation website that's focused on driving traffic and generating leads. If you look right here, this is what a typical lead generation website looks like. The top 1/3 of this website is what? Can you tell? It's your irresistible offer. And my goal is to get people to this website and to see the irresistible offer. Now, everything that's happening below the irresistible offer, those are all different tactics and techniques we use to get traffic to the website. I'm not going to cover those right now. I'll cover those here in a minute. But the goal is the top 1/3 of my website is my irresistible offer. I want people who come to my website to any page just to see that. So when they see that, they give me their name, their email address, maybe their phone number, and they click on the discount button, and boom, now I've generated that person as a lead for myself. Okay, now it's kind of funny because we actually go and we'll teach people this concept, and a lot of times they're like, oh, I don't want to make my own lead generation website. I just want to buy leads from you. We'll sell leads just like this to people for $25 to $30 per lead. But you can come back and you create your own website like this, apply a few simple strategies, and generate unlimited leads for free if you create a lead generation website the correct way. So anyway, secret number 4 is you need to have a lead generation website just like this. Okay. And again, at the end of this, I'll show you how we can help you actually create one if you don't have one right now. But the goal is to have a site that's actually going to generate you leads and make you money. Okay? I'm not in the business of making beautiful brochure websites. I promise you there are companies out there that can make you beautiful websites 10 times better than I could ever even dream of. I'm in the business of making people websites that generate them customers, leads, and make them money. So that's what a lead generation website is, just so you know the difference between the two. Okay, secret number 5 here is you need to create a follow-up system. Let me go back right here. Secret number 4, you see here's the website. Notice someone's giving me their name and their email address and maybe their phone number in exchange for my irresistible offer, for my coupon, or whatever my irresistible offer is. After I've captured their information, now I need to follow up with those people. Now, I'm going to tell you a really quick story and explain the power behind this. And I first kind of saw this 4 or 5 years ago when my friend was explaining this work he was doing with a local pizza company. What happened is he actually was down in Orlando, and he went to go order pizza, kind of a little mom-and-pop shop. And he showed up, and the guy had burnt the pizza. And the guy said, I'm so sorry. He said, sit down. I'll make you the pizza for free. So my friend sat down, and the guy started making him the pizza. And I was making the pizza and saying, hey, what do you do for a living? He said, well, I'm in internet marketing. He said, well, how would that help a business like mine? An offline business, how could what you do help me? He said, well, are you marketing online right now? He said, no, I'm doing yellow page ads, I'm doing radio, I'm doing coupon clippers, I'm doing all these other things right here, but I'm not generating any traffic online. So my friend said, well, let me show you a little secret that's going to quadruple your business with no extra effort. So for the next 30 days, every customer that comes in, ask for their name and their email address, and in exchange, give them a free topping on the pizza. And the guy said, okay, I'll test it out. So for 30 days, this guy got everyone's name and email addresses. And after 30 days, my friend came back, and the guy had a list of over 600 people who came through and got the pizza. So then my friend said, okay, I'm going to take this list, I'm going to put it into something we call an autoresponder. I'll explain to you in a minute what an autoresponder is. But basically, it's a software where you upload a list of name and email addresses, and you go and you type one email, you click send, and it'll go out to everybody on your list. And it'll personalize it with their names. So it looks like a personal email that came from you, even though you send out to 600 or 6,000 people at once. My friend took all these names and email addresses, loaded them up in the autoresponder, and told this guy, he said, every day at 4 o'clock, I want you to send out an email that basically says, hey, it's 4 o'clock, you're probably you're probably getting ready to head home. If you want, I can help you make dinner tonight. Just call this number. I'll make your pizza and it'll be ready for you by the time you get off work. And so he started sending out that email every single day at 4 o'clock. You know, what happened, my friend left. He came back about a month later and said, hey, how's it working for you so far? I'm curious on your results. And the guy said, it has literally changed my business forever. He said, every single day, about 4 o'clock, I send the email out, and by 4:05, my phone is ringing off the hook with order after order after order. And he's like, I'm making more money in that, from 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock than I do my entire day combined. And he said, but another nice thing is sometimes, we'll have a lull in the restaurant where it'll be slow. It'll be like a Tuesday night or a Wednesday afternoon, and no one's coming in for lunch, and I'll send that email for a lunch special, and suddenly, boom, our entire restaurant is just packed with people. It's like, it's the greatest thing in the world. And my friend said, okay, I'm curious, how many of these customers are coming from your email versus all the other types of advertising you're paying for? All the yellow pages and the coupon clippers and all these other things. The guy said, well, I have no idea. I don't even know how to track that. So he said, what you need to do is for the next 30 days is every single person that calls in off any other form of advertising, have them call this special phone number. And anyone who calls off these emails, have them call this number, and let's just track and see where all of your customers are coming from. So the guy did that, and he started monitoring it, and about a month later, my friend came back, and he asked us, what are the results? And he said, right now, for every one call I get from Yellow Pages, everything I'm spending, all my advertising dollars, for every one call I get on that, I get 4 phone calls from the emails I'm sending out. He says, literally transformed my business forever. Okay? That is the power of having your own email list, the power of having the ability to follow up with your customers. If someone comes and requests a free offer, your irresistible offer, now you can follow up with people over and over and over again. I don't care what business you're in. We've seen this happening in literally businesses. People are like, this never worked in my business. We've seen it happen work in literally any business you can think of. It works great in restaurants, it works great in B2B companies, it works great in anything. You just have to kind of change what your irresistible offer is, change the way you follow people, and you can close a ton of sales. Now, this is kind of the cutting edge of what the future is right now, is actually, email autoresponders still work great, but the other new one is great is text message autoresponders. This is actually, though, the other day, I was at my favorite sushi place. It's a place called Raw Sushi, and they also have a section called Willow Creek. So we're at the restaurant, and basically when we sat down at the table, there's a little card thing that said, "Hey, text this number, and we'll give you a free nigiri pair, some kind of sushi roll for free if you text this number on your phone." So I text this, of course, I want free sushi. Who doesn't want free sushi? I text that, and I don't think too much about it. And then a week later, I get this text message, and this is the one right here I got. It said, "Don't forget about sushi class on Saturday, October 30th, from noon till 3 p.m." I thought, oh, awesome. So I didn't go to sushi class, but that was kind of cool. They were able to message me and let me know about a sushi class. Then a few days later, I got a text. It was like 1 o'clock in the afternoon or so. The text came in and said, "Hey, free sushi or buy one get one free sushi for the next 10 customers who come in." I was like, "Oh crap, 10 customers!" Like, it's right down the road from me. So me and my buddies all jump in the car. We race down there. By the time we get to the sushi place, it's literally completely packed. Standing in the moment, we couldn't even get a seat, and I definitely wasn't one of the first 10 people. I was like, well, I'm kind of frustrated. So we left, went back, and I got some McDonald's or Burger King that day or something because I didn't have time to sit and wait forever. A week or two later, I got another text, and same kind of thing. We jump in our car, race down there, and boom, the whole place is slammed again. So I pulled the owner aside. I said, you guys can do these great deals, but we want, I can't take advantage of them because I'm not ever here on time. And he kind of chuckled and said, yep, every time that we have a lull in our business and nobody's showing up, I send out a text message, and within 15 minutes, the place is packed. He's like, it's changed my business forever. And kind of a theme that keeps going on with these things. And I thought, this is really the future. So what you need to be doing is you need to be collecting the email addresses. You need to be collecting the text messages of your existing customers, because you can use these things to drive business in whenever you want. You can literally print your own paychecks once you control people's email addresses and their cell phone numbers. It's just like imagine if you own Fox News. Imagine if you own the local news station in your hometown, and you can run ads whenever you want. That's what this is giving you, the power. Run ads whenever you want without having to pay anybody anything. That's the power of email and text message follow-up system. That's secret number 5, is to start following with your existing customers and get them to come back on demand. All right, secret number 6. This is a strategy called the attractive character. And this is kind of a if you build it, they will come type thing. If you share your story and use your personality in your marketing, then they will come. I want to tell you, in our business, what we've really focused on is helping businesses understand that business used to be such like a transactional business. Now it's so much more of a relationship business. The future, the way that business is all shifting, similar to the way it used to be 100 years ago. 100 years ago, business was all relational. You would go to companies because you knew the owner of the company. Okay, now you fast forward, and then all these highways started getting built up in these big, huge malls. People started going wherever's most convenient. Okay, and the internet came in. Now people went wherever they could find that they could go and they could find the cheapest deal. But now with the onslaught of social media and all these type of things, the companies that are winning the war right now are not the companies that have the cheapest product. They're not the companies that have even the best product. The companies that are winning right now are the companies that have attractive characters that are bonding with their customers. Okay, again, 100 years ago, I'd go down to Joe's restaurant because I knew Joe. I don't care if he charged me more money than the food was worth. I knew Joe. I liked him. I liked the environment. I liked the atmosphere. That's what I went to Joe. That is what's happening in today's market as well. And if you bring personality into your market, you're going to see people who come to you, even if you raise your prices, even if you change, no matter what they're going to be down to, they're going to keep coming to you. One great example of this is look at the company Subway. Subway used to be a commodity. They used to, just like every other fast food restaurant out there, there's nothing special about it outside they made sandwiches. And then somewhere along the line, some great marketer found this guy named Jared, and Jared was a big dude. He was like 300 or 400 pounds. If you go online, you can see the pictures of him. He was a big guy, and he started eating nothing but Subway twice a day, and in like 2 years, he lost all his weight. Okay, and they said, hey, let's take Jared, and let's use his success story. Let's use him as the personality behind our company. And what happens, they literally transform their company from a fast food restaurant to a diet plan. You see what happened to their profits in the company since then. Okay, they made billions and billions and billions of dollars by transforming themselves to a diet plan. They did that by introducing an attractive character in their company. Okay, now they could go even further to have Jared communicate with people through social media and stuff like that. Right now, they've been having him as the forefront of their company. Now imagine the story told you about a pizza place. Imagine if in his marketing, instead of just sending out, hey, you're coming home from work today, we're going to give you 2 for 1 on pizza. What if he came in and said, hey, my son started kindergarten today. I'm really excited because of that. I'm going to give free toppings to anyone who orders. First 30 people who order. What's going to happen? He's going to get a flood of sales because people are relating back to him and his story. Okay, I'm starting to see more and more business owners take this and really use it in their marketing. Okay, if people know there's a reason behind what you're doing, because and tying it to an event or tying it to something like that, something that's personal to you, people will be down to you and spend more time listening to you because of the personality you're sharing. So don't be afraid to share those things in your marketing. The companies that are winning the battle right now, they're winning the war, they're using personality, they're using their own personal stories in their marketing, and it's getting customers to be attracted to them and to continue buying from them over and over and over. And this is one of the secrets. When you get a customer in the front door, don't just be a commodity, don't just be a business like everybody else. You need to bring out your attractive character. You need to share your story. When you do that, they're going to follow you forever. That's what you really want to focus on. Secret number 6 is the attractive character. Secret number 7 is now we get into traffic generation. And most people that teach internet marketing, they start with this. Okay, this is the SEO charlatan who called you on the phone and said, hey, we'll be ranked number 1 in Google for this keyword. Okay, I don't start with that because if you start with that, you're gonna lose. Okay, I take one of those people's beautiful brochure websites that they pay $10,000 to get a design. I get them page number 1 in Google for Boise Dentist. Guess what just happened? They're number 1 in Boise Dentist. They still don't get any customers. They still don't get any leads. They still don't make any money. Okay, we start with the foundation first. The first 6 secrets of the foundation is what we're talking about here. After you've got the foundation built, now we can start focusing on traffic generation. Now we can start focusing on customers because why? You've got irresistible offers. You've got a lead generation website where you can request your irresistible offers. You have a value add. So actually comes into your business. Now you can provide them more value and give them more products and more services. You can make more money for each one of your customers. Okay, this is the step where traffic generation comes into play. Now, there are a lot of ways to drive traffic online, more than I could count on all my fingers and my toes and times if I can. Okay, there's so many ways to drive traffic, and I don't want to inundate you with here's 1,000 ideas to drive traffic. I want to share with you 3 core strategies that we focus on, that you should be focusing on, that are going to give you the biggest bang for your buck. Okay, traffic strategy number 1 is other people's lists. We just talked about the power of having lists in your own business. If you're a pizza place, having lists is powerful. But what happens if you don't have a list yet and you want to start generating offers? What if you find another company that's not a competitor, but they complement you? Okay, so let's say I find a print shop down the street and they've got a list of customers. And I'm a pizza place, I got a list of customers. What if I promoted his print shop to my list, he promoted my pizza place to his list, and now all of a sudden I got new traffic and new customers coming to my website, requesting my irresistible offer. Okay, I spend probably 90, not 90, maybe 85, 90% of my time out there trying to find people who have other lists of people in my target market. If I can find those people, it's very easy to joint venture with them. They promote my offer, I promote theirs, and boom, they get a whole surge of new customers. I get a surge of their customers, and everybody wins. It's one of the most powerful, easiest strategies, yet most people don't ever even do that. And the reason why is because it's difficult if you're just driving someone to a brochure website. But if you've got an irresistible offer, and the printer can say, hey, we've got, one of my friends runs a pizza place, and he's got an irresistible offer. If you get 2 pizzas for one, I recommend checking it out. Boom, you're going to sell a lot of pizzas. Or let's say you're a pizza place. Hey, I got this printer in town. He does my business cards. He does a great job. He's got 100 free cards, business cards offered on the website right now. I thought you'd enjoy it. Go check it out right now. You see the power of how quickly, almost immediately, you can get visitors to a website. When we first did the initial test for 100 customers in 100 days, this is our core focus. I spent the first probably 5 or 6 days just finding people in our local market who had lists. And after I had those lists, I went and I created an offer, and I had those people email the offer to their lists. Okay? When you follow that strategy first, it's not difficult to quickly get 100 or 1,000 or 2,000 customers literally overnight. In fact, I didn't share this earlier because, again, I didn't think most of you guys would have believed me at the time. But most of those case studies, we generated those customers in 24 to 48 hours. Okay, for the Mexican restaurant, for the bowling alley. We did that by using this strategy. Okay, this is how you get the initial surge of customers. Now, the second 2 strategies are more of a long-term plan. Okay, the email strategy is how to get a quick, fast surge of customers. The next 2 are how to get consistent, long-term residual customers. Okay, we do that by, first off, is by organic free search. If you go to Google, there's the paid search people paying for ads, which is a great strategy as well. I'm not going to talk about that today. The other one is free search. That's all the free listings. And the way that free search works is basically Google is like a big popularity contest. The more people that are linking to your website, the higher they're going to rank your site. So, for example, let's say you're number 3 right now for Boise Dentist, and you want to be number 1. If you've got 100 links pointing to you, the guy in number 2 spot's got 150, and the guy in number 1 spot's got 250. If you can get 251 links, you're going to rank number 1 in Google right now. Okay, now, it's not 100% reliant on that. There are a couple other things that go into the equation, but 90% of the equation is how many links are coming back to you. So for me, I can come and look at the website and say, this guy's got 1,000 links. If I get 1,001 links, I'm going to beat this guy being ranked number 1 in Google. I can know that. So all you have to do for organic search is figure out what are the keywords you actually want to rank for. Okay, not the ones that the SEO charlatans are going to try to sell you. They're going to try to sell you Boise, Idaho, Meridian dentist with great eyes. No one's searching for that, so they'll rank you for it because they want to charge you the $50 or $100, whatever it is. You're not going to win that game. Strategically, the way you do it is pick the keywords that people are actually searching for. Okay, figure out how many links are coming to other sites and start a strategic plan to get more links so you can get ranked above those other companies. Okay, one of the biggest mistakes I see people who start working with our companies, they want to be number 1 in Google for, let's say it's Boise Plumber. Okay, the first mistake they made is Boise Plumber is probably not the best keyword. You want to focus on buyer keywords. What do I mean by that? A buyer keyword. Boise Plumber is someone that's doing research. They want to find out who the plumbers are in Boise. Someone types in emergency Boise Plumber. Guess what that person is? That's someone, it's 2 in the morning, their toilet's just flooded, there's poop everywhere, they're freaking out, and they need a plumber not, in a couple of days. They need a plumber right now. That's called a buyer keyword. That person's buying right now. So you want to focus on what are the buyer keywords, what are the correct keywords to focus on. That's the first thing. And the second thing is don't just go out and say, I'm going to get ranked number 1 and spend a month and try to get ranked number 1. If you're not number 1, then give up. Again, this is called organic traffic. Okay, so we need to look at, so-and-so's, person that's in the number 1 spot, he's got 3,000 links. Person number 2 spot's got 4,000. We look at the numbers, then we come back and we set a plan. Okay, it's going to take us probably 3 to 4 months. We're going to do 500 links a month for the next 5 months, and now at that point we should be above that person. Okay, you create a strategic plan about getting links back to your website. That's how the organic research works. It's again, first core strategy is our fast traffic. Find some list owners, do some kind of joint venture, they promote ours. We get our quick 100 customers in 100 days. Strategy number 2 now is coming back in and saying, okay, we need to get everyone. We need to get an organic strategy so that long term we're getting not just 100 customers a day, because that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a consistent stream of 10, 20, 30 customers a day. That's what we do with the organic plan. Find out the buyer keywords you want to focus on, and then you figure out what's the traffic strategy. How many links you need for each of those keywords each and every day, and start building out that strategy. But again, for the good keywords, the keywords you want, it's going to take you, maybe a month, maybe 2 months, maybe 5 months. It's going to take some time, but if you're consistent with it, I promise you it'll pay off a million times over. So that's your organic strategy. And then the third strategy, this is one that's growing so much right now, is your social media strategy. I look at social media a little differently than most people do. Sites like Facebook, Twitter, and Foursquare. What this is for me, this is, again, rewind back 100, 150 years ago when you go down to Joe's shop, you eat his restaurant because it was the best restaurant. And after you ate there, you went and you talked to your friends, hey, Joe's restaurant was great, it was awesome. It was word of mouth, okay? What's happening in social media is replacing word of mouth marketing. Okay, so we use Facebook, we use Twitter, we use Foursquare, we use sites like this for our businesses, not so much to generate traffic initially, we use this as a referral engine. Okay, if we're using these things and we're communicating with our audience through Facebook, through Twitter, guess what? They're communicating with the attractive character. They're bonding with us. Like, we know who we are. When we do discounts, we do things like that on these sites, they're going to tell their friends, they're going to tell their family members. The reason why it's so important to have a social media strategy is because, again, 100 years ago, if someone came into your restaurant and you gave them bad food, they may go and they may complain to their friend. They may be, say they're at PTA the next day and they complain that they may hear, 5 or 6 people at the PTA meeting might hear that you gave them bad food. It kind of ends at that point. Nowadays it's different. Nowadays, people are on Facebook, they're on Twitter, they're on Foursquare, they're on these sites. If they eat bad food at your restaurant, they're going to tweet about it, they're going to Facebook about it. 70, 800 people know that they have bad food at your restaurant. And so that's why it's so important to be in that conversation. If you miss that conversation happening behind your back, you're really missing out on the future. Okay? If you're in that conversation, you're sharing and you're talking and you're using your attractive character to communicate through these different channels, through your Facebook fan page, through your Twitter, through Foursquare, and you're using these things, that's where you're going to build raving fans who come back because they love you and they care about you and want to be part of your business. Okay? So again, those are the 3 core traffic generation strategies we want you guys focusing on. Again, there are a lot more, but these are the ones that focus on and give you the most bang for your buck. Again, number 1, other people's lists. Number 2, setting up an organic research campaign to get ready for the buyer keywords you actually want. And number 3 is a social media campaign. Again, social media, the goal of this is to start generating referrals, getting word of mouth, getting people bonded back to you. Okay, so these are the traffic strategies you should be focusing on in your business. Okay, again, social media is really communicate with the traffic character. Okay, now, really quick, I want to step back because I know I've been covering a lot of stuff, and I want you to understand that in my business, I'm not doing all this kind of stuff, okay? The role of the entrepreneur is not so much to be doing all these different things. Okay, all you guys got in business for different reasons. I'm sure that most of you did not get in business because you want to be an internet marketer, okay? The role of the entrepreneur, in my mind, is, again, not to be doing these things. The role of the entrepreneur is threefold. The first thing, the entrepreneur, you and I, we need to get the specialized knowledge. You've been here on this webinar for however long you've been on this thing so far, and now you guys got some specialized knowledge. You probably know more about internet marketing now than 99% of businesses that are out there. You have some specialized knowledge. The second step is you need to create a system so this actually happens. Okay? We can know what things are, but if we don't have a system in place, nothing will ever happen. It's kind of more of a great idea, but nothing ever happens, right? So you need to create a very good system. And then number 3 is after you have that system, you need a team to take that system and apply it. So it's actually going to happen. Okay? What I found, and sure to say in your business, for my business, if I'm the guy in there that's doing all this stuff, things will fall down, okay? And most entrepreneurs were so focused on our business and on the service, the thing that we provide people, that if we have focus on all this other stuff, it's going to fall by the wayside and it's not going to happen. So you need to get your team to take action on the system that you've created. So let me talk about how to create the system. It's very simple. Step number 1 is to create your irresistible offer. We've talked a lot about that today. Step number 2 is you need to create your value adders. When someone comes in, you've got some other ways to monetize those people. Step number 3 is you need to create a lead generation website with the goal is to give away that irresistible offer. That's the top of the funnel. That's what's bringing all these people into your business. Now you start giving people more and more money as they send up their value add. Step number 4 is building a follow-up system so that after they request that offer, you can follow up with people and you can close them. You can sell them again and again and again. And step number 5, now that all that's been built, now we start driving traffic into that irresistible offer. That's literally the system we talked about today. It's not that difficult when you break it down. Those are the 5 steps you need to do. Okay? So my question right now is, we've gone through a lot of stuff. I want to make sure, did you guys receive value from this presentation so far? I hope you have. I hope you received at least $1,000 worth of value, if not more. Okay. I normally charge $3,000 an hour for consulting. We've been here for almost an hour, so hopefully you got at least $3,000 worth of value, if not more. But if you take these things and implement in your business, they should be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars to you in the next year or so. Okay. Now, how many of you guys feel a little bit like this right now? Okay, this is one of my favorite pictures. Anytime I go to an event, I know the speakers always want to give as much as they can. And the end event, sometimes you feel like this. Like you're sitting there with a fire hose and you're shooting and you're getting things here and there, you kind of feel overwhelmed. I'm guessing some of you guys probably feel like that right now, and that's okay. I know that's how most of us are when we go through any kind of training like this. Again, that's okay. The good news is that we can help, and we can help you guys make this process a lot easier. We want you to take the How to Get 100 Customers in a 100-Day Challenge. Okay. Um, Again, this is the business owners all around the world. We've been giving them this challenge because they have this challenge, they understand it, and they take it, and they start seeing the results. That's when they become believers. So, I don't want you to take my word for it. I want you to take the challenge and say, "Look, Russell, I'm going to follow you. I'm going to try to get 100 customers, 100 days by following this." One of two things is going to happen. One, you're going to take the challenge, you're going to run with it by the horns. You're going to actually, there's three things going to happen. One, you take the challenge, you run with it by the horns, you blow this thing up, and you get thousands of new customers next 100 days. It changes your business, changes your life forever. If that happens, it'll be exciting. Some of you guys take this challenge, you're not going to be quite as serious about it, or your industry might be a little bit different. You start running with it, and you go through the next 100 days, and you end up getting, 40 customers, or 60 customers, or 20 customers. But hey, you increase your bottom line, and you're dramatically happy. It's changed your business and your life forever. And third kind of person is going to say, hey, this all sounds great, Russell, but it's too much work, and I'm not ever going to do it, and you kind of give up. And I'm hoping you're going to be one of the first two people, not the third type of person, because I want you to take this challenge with me. Okay? Now, there's kind of two ways you can go about this. The first thing you can do is you can hire me and my team, and we are not cheap. Just so you guys know, right now we charge $25,000 a day plus royalties on the increased business that we bring into a company. This is not really realistic for most companies. Usually companies that are doing this are companies that are making usually $10 million or more per year that bring us into these types of things. And for them, this is obviously dropping the bucket. If you're not at that level yet, we have another thing that's actually going to be probably better for you guys. What you can actually do is you can work with my local .com Secrets IMA in your local area. Let me explain what that is. The person who showed you this webinar is one of my local independent marketing advisors in your area. What happened is earlier this year, we actually went through, we certified people in most of the cities around the world to become internet marketing advisors who understood the .com Secrets system. These people have been hand-trained and certified by me, so they get consistent results just like this. Again, we got result after result after result because this stuff, internet marketing is very systematic. It's not something that, that you have to make up every single time. It's very systematic, and we've created a system with our consultants so they can go through and they can do these kind of results for people over and over and over and over again. Okay? Now, what we did is we actually wanted to create an irresistible offer for you today. Okay? I want to be someone that practices what I preach. So we created an irresistible offer for you today. And what that is basically we want the local IMA in your area to sit down with you and to give you a free How to Get 100 Customers in a 100-Day Strategy session. So look at your business, look at what you're doing now, and say, this is the step-by-step thing you need to do to get to 100 customers in the next 100 days. Now with that, they're going to actually create you a website and a lead generation blueprint. This is the blueprint. This is what we're going to do with you over the next 100 days. They're then going to create a 100 customer and 100-day profit plan for you. Okay, this profit plan, again, is going to be the exact step-by-step thing you need to get 100 customers in the next 100 days. They're also going to give you a free account to our email and our text message autoresponder system. Okay, again, we talked about the power behind this kind of thing. And there are a lot of companies that sell email and text message autoresponder. The reality is, some of them charge way too much money. Some of them have horrible email deliverability. Emails don't get delivered. So what we're going to do is take all that guesswork away from you. Our local IMA has gotten the right and the ability to give you a free email and text message autoresponder. So you can go in there, you can upload all your customers today and start emailing them out and start seeing the immediate results that can come from your business because of that. So again, they'll give you that for free with your strategy session. Plus, the other thing that is really powerful, we've actually built up traffic teams for my core company, the same core traffic teams that drive hundreds of thousands, if not millions of leads every single year from me and my companies. What's kind of cool is that our local IMAs actually have access to these traffic teams. So what does that mean? That means if they go through a strategy session with you and they figure out, here are the 6 keywords you want to rank for in your local market, and it's going to be, for number one, we need to get 1,000 links, and for this one, we need 300 links, and this one. They can actually sit down and build out that plan with you, and then they have the ability to submit your company back to us and have my team of people, the same people that are driving all the customers, all the links, all the leads for me, to actually drive all these links back for you. Okay? And they have the ability to literally, we do over 100,000 backlinks every single month right now in our company. So you come in and say, hey, Russell, we need 1,000 links for number one on Google. We can deliver that. Okay? We can deliver it quickly. We can deliver it over 3 or 4 months, depending on how much you want to spend on this, but we can deliver those type of results systematically day in and day out every single time. And again, the only way to have access to our traffic teams is through our local IMAs. So again, they can sit down and build a plan with you, come back to us, and boom, we'll take it now, and we'll actually drive all of the customers for them, for you guys, all the leads for you guys. Okay, so that's kind of the irresistible offer we created for you guys today. That sound pretty good? All right. there's that plus a whole bunch more. You get to know your local IMA, which is very important as well. They're kind of like the mouth on the street from our company into your local area. They're learning, training on all the cutting edge stuff, and we're teaching them every single day. We're learning, we're giving it to them, and they're applying back into local businesses already in your local area. Okay, so they're going to come back again. They're going to create this exact system. Everything we talked about, they're going to create that for you and create a plan with you guys so you can go out there and quickly see these results. Not having to be the internet marketing guru. Let these guys do that kind of work because that's what they're trained for. That's what they're certified for. They've gone through an intensive training program with us to make sure they know all this stuff. Okay, they know it inside and out. They can apply it back to your business. Okay, so again, what you do right now is you need to start your 100-day challenge by reserving your free strategy session with your local IMA. All you need to do down below this video, down below this webinar, there should be a link that you can click on. It's going to take you to a form, and you fill out that form. When you fill out that form, again, your local IMA is going to get that information. They'll be able to come back to you now and actually set up the strategy session with you, go through the process, and build out all the things we talked about in the last slide. Okay, so all you need right now is very simple. This is a free strategy session. It won't cost you a penny. They're going to sit down, critique your website, look at your stuff, build out a plan for you, get you on the goal to get 100 customers the next 100 days. Again, this is completely free. So all you need right now, click on the button down below, fill out the form. If you know the IMA who contacts you, can send you to webinar, call that person back up and tell me so I'm in for the 100-day challenge. I listened to Russell's presentation. I'm ready to take this thing to the next level. I'm ready to take my business to the next level. I'm going to become your next case study. I'm going to become your next success story. And let's do this. Let's get started right now. I'm ready to work with you guys. I'm ready to take your business to the next level. I know there are 100 people right now in your local area who are waiting for your product and your service. They want to change their life, and now is the time to do it. Okay, so again, fill out the form below, click on the button, fill out the form. Your local IMA will contact you very soon. Or give them a call back, and let's get started. Let's build out your blueprint. Let's give you 100 customers in the next 100 days, and let's change your business and your customers' lives forever. Thanks so much, you guys. I appreciate you being on this webinar. I hope you got $1 million worth of value. I'm excited to see your success stories. I'm excited to see what you guys can do the next 100 days. This is the time. It's now in your court. Click on the button, fill out the form, and let's get started. Thanks, you guys.